Good morning to all of you. I welcomes to all in our lecture series on quantum mechanics. In our last class we have been discussed about time evolution of wave packet, means what is the geometry or the shape is going to be changed with time of the wave packet that we started to discuss. In our last class we have been discussed about propagation of wave packet without distortion or propagation of wave packet in non-dispersive medium or non-dispersive propagation, and also we have been discussed how the Gaussian function, this is the Gaussian function, is useful to represent a wave packet. If this is our wave packet, this is our wave packet, we know that, and it's and this is nothing but called the real part, psi real part, and this real part looks like a Gaussian function. So Gaussian function helps us to represent the wave function, or the wave function can be represented with the help of Gaussian function. That also we have been discussed in our last lecture, and at the end of this discussion we concluded that one thing, that if a wave packet is moving in a non-dispersive medium, then that packet is not going to be distort, or its geometry is not going to be changed at the end. If packet is initially Gaussian, it will be remain, although it propagates without change in shape or size. So the wave packet propagates undistorted and undergoes a uniform translational motion. This is this dynamics in the non-dispersive medium. Okay, in the non-dispersive medium. Today we are going to discuss propagation of wave packet with distortion or spreading of Gaussian wave packet. So in this lecture we are going to derive the mathematical formulations from which we can found that when a wave packet is going to be moved in a dispersive medium, then that wave packet is going to be distorted, or that wave packet's geometry, that is shape and size, is going to be changed. So let's start derivations, mathematical derivations. Here in general it is found in dispersive medium. So this spreading of wave packet is generally can be found in dispersive medium. So what do we mean by spreading? Here I can show you one example. At the end we are going to discuss, but initially I am going to just so for your familiarization, let's see. Suppose at a time t equal to 0, this is our wave function, or this is our the so-called real part of the wave packet. Real part, this is the wave packet, this side is the real part of the wave packet, and suppose at time t equal to 0, this is the shape. Okay, and this shape is moving towards the right along the x-axis. Okay, with time t1, after time t1, its height decreased and width, see, this is the width of the wave packet or pulse, or you can say that Gaussian wave packet width is this one at time t equal to 0. After time t1, the width increases, height decreases. Again time t2, width again increases and its height decreases. That means as much as it has to be propagate along x-axis, with the time it is going to be change in shape in the way that it has to be decrease its height and spreading its width. Width increases gradually and height decreases gradually. This is the so-called our spreading of Gaussian wave packet. So these things mathematically we are going to be found also, that we are going to be discussed. Okay, so here in general form of wave function, we know that psi xt is equal to minus infinity to infinity phi k e to the power I kx minus omega t dk. Let this is equation number 1. So here I suggest one thing, that this is one of the important topic in your quantum mechanics. You just pause the video and write down the notes. Okay, first you watch the video. I will suggest you have to also watch the previous video, because it is that video is connectivity with this one. Okay, so that last video you have to watch, then this video you have to first watch, then you have to pause the video and you have to write each and every step of the note, very much required for your exam purposes. So let here phi, the amplitude, is going to be considered as a Gaussian. So we know that in the a Gaussian function is in the form of 1 by sigma 2 pi root over e to the minus x dash square by 2 sigma square. So in that type of form, I told that simply somebody is going to write e to the power minus x square. Also this is nothing but can be called as here I written can be called as a Gaussian function. So this phi k we have been taken here as a Gaussian form, that is e to the power minus alpha is a constant into k minus k0 square. Here k is the so called wave number. Okay, as omega function of k, this is function of k, not multiplied with k. Function of k is a smooth function of k. That means if k is vary with infinitesimal, omega also will be vary. That is, the smooth means infinitesimal change of k also causes the infinitesimal changes of omega, the so called angular frequency. So expanding omega k, if it is so, we know that that if a function is continuous in a boundary, then we can easily found its Taylor series. So now we are going to expand the omega k by using Taylor series about k0. Then we can found omega k, Taylor series of omega k will be this much, because we studied this one in our last semester. You know about this very well. So omega function at k0, omega k0, that is f of 0 plus derivative of this function with respect to k into k minus k0 divided by 1 factorial, then 2 factorial. This is 2 factorial, you can write. You have to write 2 factorial. Okay, you know that one, no problem, but you just write, no problem here. Okay, 2 factorial like that. So here if we have to do the Taylor series about k0, it will be omega function of k0 d omega by dk at k equal to k0 into k minus 1 by 2 factorial d square omega by dk square at k equal to k0 into k minus k0 square. As k minus k0 is very small, so higher order terms we are going to be neglected. So other terms we can write, but next step we have been neglected the higher order terms. So omega k will be equal to omega 0. Here omega k0 as written as omega 0 plus here d omega by dk, we know that this is the group velocity vg, k minus k0 I have been written over here. Beta has been taken as 1 by 2 d square omega by dk square is considered as beta, k minus k0 square. Here I written vg consider, we know that the group velocity is nothing but d omega by dk. Beta is not has been considered as 1 by 2 d square omega by dk square at k equal to k0. Moving for the next page, now we have to consider a photon. Photon means the so called light particle. Light particle having the velocity is how much? C is a constant, Vg is a constant, and omega will be 0. Why? See, beta, here beta is nothing but how much? See, 1 by omega d by dk can be visual, no problem. D by dk of d omega by dk, right? Only I have been written this one in this form. D square omega by dk square can be written as d by dk of d omega by dk, right? D omega by dk is how much? Vg. So it can be written as 1 by 2 d vg by dk. Okay, so d square omega by dk square also can be written as 1 by 2 by simplification. It can be written as 1 by 2 dVg by dk. So here in case of photon, Vg is c, is a constant, so hence 1 by 2 dc by dk will be equal to 0. But for a non-relativistic electron, if we are going to consider electron having the specified mass, then its Vg will be nothing but h cross by m. Okay, so why it can be written in this form? We know that P is equal to h cross k, right? P is nothing but m into v. M into v is equal to h cross k. So here v is considered as the group velocity, that can be written as h cross k by m. So Vg will be h cross k by m, hence beta will be 1 by 2 d by dk of d omega by dk. Here also I written, you have to write these things. Okay, 1 by 2 d by dk of Vg. Vg is considered as h cross k by m. H cross k by m, it will be h cross by 2m. The beta will be h cross by 2m, can be substituted in our preceding steps. You just watch. So psi xt, where is the psi xt? So this here psi xt can be written as by substituting this value and substituting omega value, right? I just substituted these two values, so it will be phi k will be e to the power minus alpha k minus k0 square into e to the power I kx minus, see here the omega is omega 0 plus Vg k minus k0 plus beta k minus k0 square. These things I have been substituted instead of omega. So here this much you just substitute over here, it will be kx minus all the terms omega 0 into t plus Vg k minus k0 into t, like that. So kx, see, minus omega 0 t minus Vg k minus k0 into t minus beta k minus k0 square into t dk. Okay, now multiply e to the power I k0 x and e to the power minus I k0 x with the above equation we found. Here see, for our simplification we have been multiplied these two terms. Here if we are going to multiply, this will be 1. Okay, so instead of 1 I am going to multiply this and this for in this equation. So psi xt will be, after multiplication with this and this term over here, and further simplification, after multiplying these two terms with this equation, and after simplification you can found, you just check it, this term in your rough. Okay, e to the power I k0 x minus omega 0 t minus infinity to plus infinity e to the power I k minus k0 into x minus Vg into t into it, here it is into e to the power minus alpha plus I beta t into k minus k0 square into dk. Again here I am going to say to you that this much term is in the exponent of this one. This is not multiplied with e, and also this much term is the exponent of this one. This much term is the exponent of this one. So okay, carefully you have to write. So dk, you just check. Okay, after multiplying this term in this equation in your rough, you just check, you are going to get these three terms, e to the I this much, e to the I this much, e to the I this much. Okay, so now psi xt I have been written in this form, e to the power I k0 x minus omega 0 t into f of xt. So f of xt is nothing but this much. So instead of this integral I have been written as f of xt. So here f of xt is nothing but this much. Okay, and this is considered as equation number 2, and f of xt value is considered as equation number 3 for our further computation. So moving towards the next page, that we for simplification we consider s is equal to k minus k0, hence ds is equal to dk. the equation number 3, that is f of xt will be minus infinity to infinity e to the power is x minus vgt. You just check it over here. K minus k0 is considered as s. Okay, e to the power is into x minus vgt, and here s square. Okay, so it will be e to the power minus alpha plus I beta t into a square ds, and f of xt will be considered as minus infinity e to the power I sy into e to the power minus r s a square ds. Let this is equation number 4, and here we have been considered y as x minus vgt and r is considered as alpha plus I beta t. The integral value of this equation number 1 will be this much by considering gamma function. By considering gamma function, this integral value will be this much. This is a standard integration by considering the gamma function. Okay, so this integral value will be pi by r e to the power minus y square by 4r. Okay, so f of xt will be how much? Pi by r is considered as alpha plus I beta t. Alpha plus I beta t. You just concentrate over my nib of the pencil. Okay, so alpha plus I beta t e to the power minus y square is x minus vgt. So yes, y is equal to x minus vgt. So y square will be x minus vgt square by 4 into alpha plus I beta t. This whole term is divided by this one, and this term is exponent of this one. Exponent of this one. Okay. Now f and f dash, if we want to find out the so-called probability density, then f dash will be f star, that we have to find out. Then f star will be nothing but f of xt mod square. See here, you can ask the question, sir, actually we are taking the wave function as this one, so how you can say that the probability density will be f and f star? You can ask, but here you can see that if you are going to take psi xt and psi star xt, multiplication of the psi star xt, you also found that this, see, this is the main equation. This is the main equation. If I am going to consider psi and psi star for this equation, see, e to the power I and its complex conjugate, when it will be multiplied, then this term will be 1. Understood? E to the power, suppose wherever some e to the power ix will be there, its complex conjugate e to the power minus ix. Whenever it will be multiplied like this, it will be e to the power 0, 1. Right? So this term and its complex conjugate will be 1. E to the power I of this one and its complex conjugate also will be 1. So psi star or the so-called psi mod square value will be equivalent to f star xt into f xt is equivalent to, okay, because if we are going to consider this one also, this term complex conjugate will be multiplied and it will be 1. Instead of considering psi xt, we can consider f xt. Also, I can suggest that also if you are going to write here psi and psi into psi star, which will be equal to psi xt mod, also no problem. That writing also will be correct, no problem. Okay, here I will write the things. It will be nothing but psi xt mod square. You just correct it. Okay. So how much we are going to find out? See, f xt into f xt star will be how much? See, this is the imaginary part, imaginary term, so e to the power I something into e to the power minus I something, it will be e to the power 0, and only we are going to get this into and its complex conjugate. You just check it here we got its a generalized form or simplified form. We are going to consider this one. Okay, so now fxt is how much? Pi by alpha plus I beta, pi by alpha plus I beta e to the power minus x minus vgt square by 4 into alpha plus I beta, and f star will be pi by alpha is here plus I beta will be minus I beta e to the power minus x into x minus vgt whole square divided by 4 into alpha minus I beta. So whenever we are going to multiply these things, what we are going to get? See here, pi square, I considered only root over is there. Okay, you can write pi itself, no problem. Here denominator, this see, alpha plus I beta t, alpha minus I beta t, this is a plus b, a minus b form. So it will be a square alpha square minus I beta t square. I beta t square will be how much? I square is minus 1, so minus beta square t square. Okay, so if we are going to consider a square minus b square, then it will be b square is nothing but minus beta square t square. So hence it will be plus beta square t square, and exponent terms, if we are going to consider, see, exponent terms, that will be e to the power, see, x minus bgt square is the common for both exponent terms. It can be divided by 4 also, can be taken outside, and rest terms are, it will be 1 by here 1 by alpha plus I beta t plus 1 by alpha minus I beta t. Okay, now move for the next page. Next page we found that f of xt square, or it is, you write this one. Okay, you write these things, or this is nothing but also psi xt square, the so called probability density will be equal to how much? We found that how much we found, that is pi square by this much, it will be pi by this much root over and e to the power this much, and if I am going to be add these two terms, then what we are going to get? We are going to get pi by, this is pi square plus beta square t square into e to the power minus x minus vgt square into alpha whole divided by 2 into alpha square plus beta square into t square. Let this is equation number 5. Okay, this whole term is the exponent of, okay, exponent of, carefully you have to write notes. This whole term is the exponent of. Now this equation number 5, correspond to a Gaussian distribution function. Got it? See, this is the constant e to the power function of x square alpha divided by alpha. That means this function, this probability density what we are going to calculate over here, this one, this equation number 5 is looks like a Gaussian distribution function like this. See, 1 by this much, here see pi by this much is constant type things we found, and e to the power minus x minus something square by is one type of constant, like that type of function we found as equation number 5. So equation number 5 correspond to a or represents to a Gaussian wave function in the configuration space. By putting in equation number 2 we found, by putting means by substituting the equation number 5 in equation number 2 we found, here this much you have to write after this line. Actually I don't have the space, so here I have been written in this way. You should not write this one after this line. By putting the word is not sounds good, you just substituting, you write substituting. Okay, it sounds good. So by substituting equation in equation number 2, which one, equation number 5 in equation number 2, we found that this is a generalized equation. This is generalized equation what we have in equation number 2, that is here we are going to be put Okay, here I done a simple mistake that this is actually f of xt mod square, but equation number 2 is represents f of xt. Okay, equation number 2 is represents f of xt. So here we have to consider f of xt instead of f of x mod square. So here the same answer we are going to be get the same physics also we are going to be get over here. See, if we are going to take we are going to find out the implies that f of xt will be the root over of this one. Okay, f of xt mod is this one. F of xt will be equal to how much? It will be the whole root over of this one. This will be pi by alpha square plus beta square plus t square root over whole root over okay, to the power e to the power this much of 1 by 2 to the power whole 1 by 2. That means if we are going to find out f of xt, you just line you just write the line after this line. After this equation you just write this one. So f of xt will be root over of this one and root over of this one. Root over of this one means this much 1 by 2. This much 1 by 2 will be nothing but it will be e to the power the minus x minus v z t square into alpha will be this much. In 1 by 2 will be multiplied to the exponent term. It will be divided by 4 into alpha square plus beta square into t square. This is equation number 5. Actually what we are going to be put the equation number 5 in equation number 2. This is these things we are going to be put. Okay, these things you have to write after this equation. Okay, if we are going to be so it needs somewhat correction. So this will be root over this is the root over this is the root over part and this will be 4. Okay, this will be 4 and this is, see, this is represents that a wave function, a Gaussian wave function moving along x axis. Okay, this whole this is represents that a Gaussian wave function moving along x axis. Okay, now we have to consider at a time t equal to 0 what will be the value of the probability density. That means at t equal to 0 here probability density is psi xt square is equation number 5. This is equation number 5 and this is also equation number 5. So both are equation number 5, but this equation has been substituted in equation number 2 what I have been told to you at here for this line. Okay, but here at t equal to 0 from equation number 5 means we are considering this one. Okay, we are considering the probability density, Okay, carefully watch the video and correct the note accordingly. I'll be suggest to you these things that carefully you have to watch and write down perfectly. So at t equal to 0 from equation number 5, equation number 5 means this one, psi xt mod square will be this much, this is equation number 5. From this equation number 5 that means this one with psi x0 mod square or f of x0 t equal to 0 mod square will be how much? We have to put t 0. So this term will be 0, beta square 0 will be 0. Here Vz into 0, 0, beta square t will be 0. We found pi by alpha square root over will be pi by alpha into e to the power minus x square. Here see this will be 0, x square alpha divided by 2 alpha square. Then it will be e to the power minus x square 2 alpha. Okay, so that implies we can write this psi x mod square or f of x mod square, which is represents what? Probability density. It will be pi by here we got this much. Okay, now we are going to consider if or when x square by 2 alpha will be 1. Suppose this exponent to the power the term, that is x square by 2 alpha, if it will be 1, then this will be 1 by e. Okay, this will be 1 by e. Then the probability density is reduced to 37%. Here how it will be 37%? See, what is the probability density we found at t equal to 0? That will be x mod square will be equal to how much? Will be equal to pi by lambda e to the power minus x square by 2 lambda. So if it will be 0, then it will be maximum. The maximum value will be this much if it will be 0, right? So maximum value of the probability density at t equal to 0 will be equal to this much. That means at x is equal to 0. If I am going to put x is equal to 0, means at the origin. Suppose the wave packet starts from this origin at t equal to 0. Along x axis, the wave function is this one. At x is equal to 0 means origin. From the origin it starts to move. So suppose the wave function at t equal to 0, from the origin it starts to move. So what will be the maximum height? The maximum height will be how much? Pi by lambda. Okay, pi by lambda. If this will be this x, if I am going to plot this along y axis, I am going to take psi square, then the maximum probability density of this peak will be pi by lambda. Okay. Now if we are going to consider x square by 2 alpha will be 1, that means this term will be pi by alpha into e to the power minus 1. So it will be pi by alpha into e 1 by e. So 1 by e is nothing but 1 by e value will be nothing but 0.37 approximately, because we know that e is equal to 2.341 something approximately. So 1 by e you can found that 0.37. So maximum value is how much? Pi by lambda. So if this value x square by 2 alpha, if we are going to consider 1, then the probability density reduced to 37%. Only 37% of maximum value we are going to get if this much will be equal to 1. Why we are considering this is equation number 1? That to represent the wave packet after some distance, or what will be the width, that for the calculation we are considering this one. Okay, we are considering this x square by 2 alpha equal to 1 because for our further calculation of spreading. Okay, so here if we are going to consider this x square by 2 alpha will be equal to 1, then the probability density is reduced to 37%. Initially it will be pi by lambda. So if it will be 1, then 1 by e is nothing but 0.37. So it will be reduced to 33%. Okay, so of maximum probability density. Okay, that implies psi x0 mod square will be lambda by pi by lambda into 1 by e, or psi x mod square will be pi by lambda into 1 by e. Okay, this much. So because 1 by e is nothing but 0.37. Okay, so here if we have been considered x square by 2 alpha will be equal to 1, then x will be how much? Plus or minus 2 lambda root over of 2 lambda. Hence the width will be x2 minus x1, or del x t0 at a time t equal to 0 will be how much? 2. We are considering the modulus, that means 2 alpha plus 2 alpha minus 2 alpha, or you can consider, see, this is x is here x coordinate, is represents the x coordinate is plus 2 alpha. Suppose here this is plus 2 alpha and this is minus 2 alpha, root over. Okay, plus 2 alpha root over this position is minus 2 alpha. So what will the width? This one will be 2 into root over of 2 alpha. Okay, so del x0 will be this one, will be this much value. Here what is the physics regarding this mathematics? See, initially at t is equal to 0, suppose this is the initial position, suppose we are going to be consider initial position, or we have to consider that suppose we have to consider this is the distribution of a probability density. So this is along this is our along x axis and this is our along y axis probability density we have been considered in the configuration space. So at t equal to 0, the maximum t is equal to 0 at x is equal to 0 also. Here x is equal to 0, t equal to 0, but at the position x is equal to 0. X is equal to 0 means suppose this peak, the peak is falls at the position x is equal to 0. Then the probability density for this condition will be how much? Pi by alpha. Okay, but if we are going to consider the same t equal to 0, but we have to consider the some other place, means at distance of 2 alpha, suppose 2 alpha root over, at distance 2 alpha root over, what will be the probability density? Okay, so at x is equal to 2 alpha root over, the probability density will be nothing but lambda square is equal to pi by alpha into e to the power minus x. We have to consider root over of 2 alpha. Root over 2 alpha means x square by 2 alpha. It will be 2 alpha by 2 alpha will be 33%. 33% of maximum. So at x is equal to 0, at time t is equal to 0, maximum probability is pi by lambda. But at the same t equal to 0, suppose at some distance, how much? Suppose 2 alpha root over this value, this probability density is reduced to 37%. Okay, 37%. Okay, so here if we have to consider x is equal to 2 lambda root over, also we are going to get 33%. If we are going to consider x is equal to minus of 2 lambda root over, also we are going to get the 33%. So these 2 points is our standard reference point that we are going to calculate, or we are going to analysis the spreading. How? See, suppose at time t1 this point is here, this point is here. Okay, at t1, but at t2 suppose this point is here and this point is here, that I can say that this point is refers that the height of the or the probability density decreases 33%. This reference point, this 2 minus 2 alpha root over or 2 alpha root over, these 2 reference points represents that where the probability density will be 37%. So if this will be moved towards this one, obviously this point will be moved towards this one, where the value of the density will be here and here will be 33%. That means it will like this. See, it will like this, 33% of previous, 33% of 33% of maximum. So like this, so this will be maximum, and like this, so this will be 33%, here also 33%, here also 33%, but here it is maximum. And another thing is that how much it has to be spread. Here suppose initial peak is this one, then after time after some times the peak will be, shape will be this one, the total probability density of this peak or this peak will be equal to 1, will be equal to 1. So in detail we are going to discuss in the further in our next video. Up to this much we have to be stop here we have to stop our discussion today. In our next video we have to discuss the rest of the things. So again I am going to be just say to you that this is the point and this is the point is considered as the two reference point where the probability density is reduced to 37%. So suppose at x is equal to 0, t is equal to 0, or x is equal to anything, no problem, x wherever be the peak will be there, at t is equal to 0, at any instant t is equal to 0, here the peak height is maximum, right? So at a point, at this point, how much the value? 33% of this one, at here also 33% of this one. So these two are the reference point. Okay, after time, after suppose 5 minutes, we found that these 2 points where we are going to get the value of 33% of the corresponding peak is shifted to here, is shifted to here. Suppose this point is shifted to here where we can found 33% of the peak. So this is the peak, this is the maximum peak, but here is the 33% of this one, here is the 33% of this one, this is the 33% of this one. Where is the point? This one and this one. So initially the points are this one and this one. Now here the point is this one, this one. Okay, if we are going to do so physically, what we are going to observe? Physically it is observed that initially it was peak was there, is this one, then after time t the peak is looks like this one. That means the peak is spreading, the peak is spreading. So we have to stop our discussion today over here. In our next class we are going to discuss from here and the rest of the part of the note. So thank you so much for watching this video. You have to write the carefully this page at least. Okay, here I have been modified somewhat. You have to pause the video and you have to write down at least this one. Okay, thank you.